Hey loves, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for clicking on this video. Of course, you're very much welcome. If you may know or may not know, my name is Nasibo Pinky and welcome to the best family on YouTube. Shout out to my old subscribers. Thank you guys so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate that. Means a lot to me. If you are new here, or if this is your first time bumping into my channel or bumping in any of my videos, of course you're very much welcome. Please feel free to join the family by hitting the subscribe button down your screen, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that whenever I come with another cute video like this, you're gonna be the first person to be notified. Are you from Africa? Are you from Asia? Or rather, are you looking forward to study in Norway? Then I think this video is definitely for you. Just a quick background of Norway. Norway is found in Europe. It is situated in the western part of the Scandinavian peninsula. Norway has a population of over 5 million inhabitants, and it is one of the countries in the world with high level of literacy. So if you are looking forward to study out of your country, Norway is definitely one of the countries you should look out for. So on this video, I am going to walk you guys from the admission processes to the visa application, as well as the accommodation process. So the good news is that as far as tuition fee is concerned in Norway, tuition is free for all students at all levels, both international students and the locals, that is the Norwegians. Yeah, so tuition is free. I think, yeah, okay, I think this deserves an applause. Yay, tuition is free in Norway, so what are you waiting for? You should apply. I'm going to leave a list of all the tuition-free universities in Norway in the description box. So make sure you, after watching this video, make sure you go check that out. Okay? Yeah, that is going to help you when you want to apply. As far as admission in Norway is concerned, admission runs from October to January, or February, March, depending on the university you are applying for. This is just a disclaimer. Please, this is just a guide. Do your research. Do your own research, okay? Yeah, please do your research because it might vary from universities to universities. One university might not have the same requirement as another university. So it is very important you do your own research to be able to meet up with the requirement and not to miss any important information. Okay, so the admission process depends on which level you are coming from, either at the undergraduate level or at the master's level or the PhD level. The bad news is that most courses at the undergraduate level are being taught in Norwegian, so it will be difficult for someone who is coming from Africa to come and do undergraduate program in Norway. But like I said, do your research. You might be able to find a university with English taught undergraduate program. So just do your research. You might be lucky. Yeah, do your research. So as far as the requirements are concerned, of course, at the level of masters, you should have the BSc as a minimum requirement in any field of your choice. Yeah. Another requirement, of course, at the PhD level, you should have a master's. That is yeah. So as far as language, there is another requirement, which is the language proficiency. Yeah, the language proficiency. Most universities in Norway requires that you have a language proficiency certificate, which mostly is the TOEFL or the IELTS. I don't know, but I will look for it and put them on the description on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so most universities in Norway require that you have the English proficiency to be able to gain admission in the universities. But however, there are some universities which do not require TOEFL if you have studied all your life in English. Like if you have had your education in English from primary school to secondary school to high school to university, yeah, some universities doesn't require you to have TOEFL. For those of you in Cameroon who went through the University of Boya, you I don't think you need the TOEFL if you did 101, English 101. I am talking from first-hand information. I had a friend last year who had an admission into one of the universities in Norway with the English proficiency she got from UB, from University of Boya. Yeah. So if you are able to get a proficiency from University of Boya, then of course you are good to go with as far as the admission is concerned. So those are the basic requirements. And of course you should have a passport. So if you're thinking of applying this year, admission starts next month. I don't know, this video is going up tomorrow, which is the 1st of October probably, I don't know, or 2nd, I don't know. Yeah, so this video might be going up. So admission in some universities starts in October and runs right up to January, so you still have time. Of course you should have a passport to be able to before you can proceed with the application process. It is important because some of the universities require that you send a copy of your passport when doing the admission. So yeah, make sure you do that. And if you think if you need TOEFL, I recommend you do that now, because I think it takes just 2 weeks for the results to be out. Yeah, so just do your research, go online and look for the website and register, and yeah, then you can apply for any university, public university of your choice. Just take note, most private universities in Norway are not tuition free. They are not, you are required to pay school fees. Tuition, yeah, you're required to pay tuition. Yeah, so that is that with the application process. Once you have applied and you have been selected, you receive an email from the university in which you applied telling you have been accepted into the university. This is your admission letter. Okay, so what next? You have to look for a way to get your visa. So it's good to do that as fast as possible, because you might run out of time if you delay somehow. So as soon as the school sends you an admission letter telling you have been admitted into the university, what you have to do is to print out your admission letter, go to the Norwegian immigration services online. I think it's the udi.no. So you have to go to the immigration website and see the requirement you need to get a student visa to Norway. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, print out the admission letter, get your passport ready, yeah, your certificate. Of course the embassy will want to see all that. So another thing you will need to get is the medical insurance. Yeah, you can get that anywhere in the country in which you live. You can get that online, you can get that, I don't know. Yeah, just look for it online, do your research online. Of course you will be able to get that. So another requirement the embassy will want to see is the financial, when it comes to the financial requirement. So the Norwegian government requires that you have a minimum amount of 116,000 Norwegian kroner. 116,000 Norwegian kroner is about, if you do exchange, depending on your country, just do exchange, just go on Google and do an exchange of 116,000 Norwegian kroner to your currency. I think it's about 12,000 euros. In Cameroon, where I come from, it's about 8 million CFA francs. That is usually one of the biggest barrier when it comes to schooling in Norway, because most people can't really afford that part. However, some universities may be able to get to accept half of the money. The embassy might be able to issue a student visa if you are able to come out with half of the money, or maybe 60,000 kroner, or yeah, depending on the explanation you present to the embassy. Yeah. So I don't know how you will come out with that money. I really don't know. Borrow it. I don't know. Just ask family, and the money is yours. So what happened is, the university in which you have been admitted is required to create you a bank account in Norway. Once that bank account is being created, they will send you the bank number, account number through email. Then you are required to deposit that amount, that money in that account on a particular deadline. So they'll give you a deadline in which you are supposed to deposit that account, that money in that account. So once the money is in the account, then the school will then send you another email letter saying it's kind of a bank statement. Yeah. So the school will send you the email, the letter in your email. So you have to print that out and take it to the embassy. It's like a financial proof to show that you have enough money to study in Norway. Norway, it's a very expensive country. Yeah, it is very expensive, and it's a very expensive country, and that money is supposed to burn you throughout the year when you come to Norway, and before familiarizing yourself with the environment, with the locals, and you know, all that. Yeah, if you're a student in Norway, you have the right to work. Once you have been issued a student visa, you have the right to work 20 hours a week and not more. Just 20 hours a week and not more. If you are coming from Africa or from any other country apart from Europe, yeah, you are supposed to work just 20 hours. So that is that as far as the as far as the visa requirement is concerned. So now the accommodation. Once you have been granted a visa, then you can now apply for accommodation. If you have a family or friend in Norway, that is fine. You can always come, you can always stay with them. But if you don't have, you're required to get accommodation through the school. The school has hostesses. They have hostesses in town where it's meant for students, and yeah, you might be able to get accommodation for lesser amounts of money, because accommodation in Norway is very expensive. But as a student, you might be able to get a really cheap accommodation. So yeah, I think that is that as far as admission, visa requirement, and accommodation as a student in Norway is concerned. I don't know if I've left anything out, but if I have and you have any questions, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section, and I will gladly respond to all of your questions. Yeah, yeah, I don't know yet. I think I'll come up with a part 2 of this video, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on that video. Okay, yeah, I will tell you, maybe if I left out something on this video, I will have to say it on the in the video, and many other things. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that when I come with it, you'll be the first person to be notified. Yeah, so that is that as far as schooling or study in Norway is concerned. Okay, so yeah, so I'll see you guys on my next video.